Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to go to 2N33, which is rated as easy to moderate. Don't go to the left. That's 2N17X, which is rated as hard. Make sure you go to the right, 2N33. That's rated as easy to moderate. 2N33 is also known as Pilot Rock Truck Trail, and that's where we will be going today. So if you're thinking about going down this trail, please watch this video before you go to see if this is the type of trail that you indeed want to take. We're going to be taking this trail all the way to Pilot Rock, which is a landmark, pretty much a large rock towards the middle of the trail, or towards the end if you want to consider that the end. Though as you'll see, you have options to go past that section of trail if you want to. Okay, so the internet rates this trail as easy, and take a look at these road conditions before you take this trail to see if you want to do it. It's rated as easy to moderate, and it is relatively highly trafficked, so you'll see a lot of other cars and vehicles and motorcycles and ATVs on this trail if you take it most days of the week. There's going to be Lake Silverwood to your right, or to your south, and the Mojave Desert to your left, or towards your north. This trail is headed east, and east goes up in elevation along the San Bernardino Mountains. So you're going to get beautiful scenery on this trail, and you're going to get to see the transition between desert and forest. So this is a designated environmental transition zone where one type of environment blends or transitions into the next type of environment. The vehicle in this video, for your reference, is a 2021 Lexus GX460. Pretty much any four-wheel drive could get through this trail. There are some moderate to difficult offshoots on this Pilot Rock Truck Trail, 2N33, but they're completely optional. You don't have to take them. Most of this trail will look similar to what you're seeing here as we head east and up in elevation. Here comes a pickup truck. I believe that might be a Tacoma. I'm not sure, but any four-wheel drive will make it up just fine here. As you can see, there's some tight squeezes, so get ready to share the road with other travelers. Get ready to yield in narrow sections and perhaps squeeze by other vehicles. So as mentioned, Lake Silverwood is to the right, or to the south. And as you're going east up the mountains, if you keep going east, beyond the trail, you can end up at Lake Arrowhead if you wish. And if you keep going further east and a little bit to the north, you can end up at Big Bear Lake. So if lakes are your thing, you can potentially, in one trip, see 3 lakes: Lake Silverwood, Lake Arrowhead, and Big Bear Lake, all in the same day. Now, it won't be all an off-road trail like this, but once this trail ends, it links back up with a major highway, and then you can check out Lake Arrowhead and Big Bear Lake if you so choose. Now we're seeing more of vehicles here. Lake Silverwood to the right, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous scenery. And there's a Jeep ahead, Jeep Wrangler. And remember, you are going up in elevation on this trail, 2N33, but the elevation changes are not as extreme as its sister trail, 2N17X, which is rated as difficult. If you want to see a video on 2N17X, which is the difficult trail that meets up with this, please check out this channel. We took the same vehicle up that trail. Again, it's just slightly more difficult. Well, that's relative. It's rated by the internet and the trail signs as difficult. So check it out and you be the judge. You decide if that's a trail that you want to do. I just think it's important to note again that these are two separate trails. The internet can be a little bit confusing, and the online maps can be a little bit confusing in differentiating the difference between Pilot Rock Truck Trail and 2N17X. They are two different trails. Alright, so here's some more vehicles off to the right and some gorgeous, gorgeous mountains. Look at that. Breathtaking, beautiful views, beautiful fresh mountain air, and a nice fun windy trail that never gets boring. There went a motorcycle a second ago, zip past us, so keep an eye out for motorcyclists because they'll definitely be on this trail as well. This vehicle is driving in 4 high. You should not have to have any need to switch it into 4 low during this trail, unless if you take some of those more difficult offshoots, which are of course optional. If you stick to the main Pilot Rock Truck Trail, high gear is just fine. It's definitely more challenging and engaging than a basic dirt road, but it's not that much more beyond that. So I think the internet rating of easy to moderate is appropriate, because there are some challenging spots, I should say, that would be great for beginners and even experienced people to check out. And dust cloud ahead is another set of vehicles, so that's giving you an idea of, I don't want to say congested. That's a phrase we reserve for traveling on road, but it's not a desolate trail by any means. And I'm not saying that's plus or minus. I'm just saying keep that in mind when you take this trail. That's a thing. Up ahead looks to be another Jeep Wrangler cruising along, and slowly but surely going up an elevation where you're going to see much bigger pine trees with trunks wider than this vehicle here. So really big pine trees. To the right there is an offshoot where this Jeep is turning, so that's an example of one of the alternate spots that you can take to play around in. And from those offshoots, there's different levels of difficulty, so it's not just like they're extreme offshoots. You have a variety of choices, so you can do an easy offshoot, a moderate offshoot, or a difficult offshoot. And then if you're bored of that, you can do them backwards. So plenty to do and see, because that lake to the right, Lake Silverwood, never gets old to look at. There's another offshoot there to the right. And beautiful, lush, mountainous landscape with the desert sand beneath the tires, so quite the juxtaposition indeed. Here comes a car ahead that we're gonna have to squeeze by. Perfect example of giving each other room. We had to, you know, kind of work out how to squeeze by here. We're both a little off camber here, but we made it.
All right, down on the ground, on the main trail, no longer lost, of course. Now it's living up to the easy to moderate name. Ooh, some water down here too. But definitely oh, look at the stream. Isn't that pretty? Wow, you're gonna get to see water. Definitely a gorgeous trail, but definitely a crowded trail. So not necessarily secluded down here on this main part. But it's a popular trail, so that just is just what it is. It's also a Sunday, so you may have better luck on the weekdays. But so far, it's great, beautiful, seeing everything. We're going from desert to forest, and loving the water that we're seeing everywhere. Big drain pipe in the middle of the road. I don't know what that's about. Guess that's carrying away water. And there's a big water tank there. That's cool. But everybody's gonna love this trail. This has got everything. I'm loving it. And wow, look at the water coming off the mountain. That's just so pretty.
I guess a weather note would be appropriate here, because you're going to start in the Mojave Desert, where it can be extreme temperatures, extremely hot, especially in the summer or spring or fall, really any time of the year. But it can be hot down there, and then as you go up in elevation, as we're doing here, and you start to see it getting greener with bigger pine trees, it gets cold. By the time we got up to the top and kept going up, it was snowing. Or not snowing, but there was snow on the ground. It had been snowing, I should say. So keep that in mind, whether you can take this trail both ways. If you start on the mountain and come down, you're going to be hot when you get down. You start down in the desert and go up north, you're going to be potentially cold when you get to the top. So you kind of have to dress for both extremes and variations in the temperature. You know, so don't be fooled if it's 110 degrees down at the bottom in the desert. It could be 50 degrees by the time you get up to the top of the mountain, and vice versa. Here's a good shot of the road conditions. We try our best to highlight the conditions of the road surface in this video, so you can get the best understanding if this trail is something you want to take.
All right, that's Pilot Rock right there. So now from here on out, you can continue. You can go a couple different directions, but that's Pilot Rock. Don't know if I can turn around there. It's a big rock, so that's it. You can continue ahead, and I'm just going to see what's ahead. Looks like some more hill climbs, and see where it goes. But absolutely fabulous trail, beautiful scenery.
Okay, I hope you liked this video. That's Pilot Rock. Please like and subscribe. Thank you and have a great day. I hope you found this video helpful. It is truly a beautiful trail.